Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode here on Transport Fever 2 in our Tracks Only series. Last episode, we left off by upgrading these trains here with the bricks. We finally got ourselves some actual trams, some nice steam trams here for some freight. We've been expanding our passenger network out here to Holstead. We connected up the waste all the way to the tools and back to Beagleswade. During this episode, the plan is mostly just to keep expanding. We're going to start linking up more freight hubs like this, and possibly during this episode start our freight main line. Not entirely sure on that, but it is a possibility, and hopefully something we will be reaching during this episode. So I think first things first, probably be to start putting down some cargo stations. This will be getting reworked very soon. Probably putting it up here somewhere. What are we going to do with Henley on Thames? Henley on Thames probably... Let's have a look at where the freight is in Henley on Thames. The freight in Henley on Thames is more so this side. So if we put the station down here and then rope it, link it round, yeah, that kind of thing would probably work a lot better than whatever else we could think of. So we're going to come here with a cargo station. We're going to start with 160. We don't need anything too long for right now. Can always be upgraded later. We're going to add some road networks, some road connections. We'll expand this one out just into the middle here, like that. And then this road can link into there. Come in with one of these. A low, narrow trams. We do 45 and 45? Nope, minus 45 and plus 45. Kind of give it more of an angle like that. Give it a wall. Keep it asphalt, higher car capacity. We'll do all that. Yeah. Make it a bit longer on the terminal length. Maybe a 50-meter terminal? Kind of like, yeah, like that probably looks best. That probably will be best. Just have to wait for some money. There we go. So we're going to bring some tram tracks, connect up to over here. Don't need catenaries. We're still only using steam trams for right now, so catenaries are completely useless to us. Keep the 50. We're going to do another station up here. We want entry to still be like that. We want exit. Make the street connections a bit longer. Actually, at that point, we probably go exit on the 45 as well. Just give it a bit of a rotation. Something like that. Streets, one-way street. Give it some tram tracks. Nice little curve down, there we go. That gives it a nice connection there. The station has a nice connection around here. Maybe one more in here for right now. I think that will be all for Henley on Thames as of right now. Henley's not the biggest place yet. Too much slope. Okay, I guess we'll go back a little bit. And then link these in. More like this. This one, nice little curve inwards, and then tram tracks there. I mean, we could always connect. Yeah, no, I think we should be connecting up some mail as well to this. If I do a platform, I get away with one like over here somewhere. Do we have one like here? I think. Let's play the. There you go. Link that up there, and then link this in nicely somewhere. Can I rework any of this? Yeah, I can rework this. That we go through that part. Go through there. There you go. That's nice. That works a lot better. We do tram tracks here, tram tracks there. That will be Henley on Thames, the freight loop. It's from there up to here, there, and then over here maybe? No, because I don't want it going through the passenger station really. Yeah, no, it should be fine to do that. We should be alright doing that. Don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. So that'd be the road tram freight. Henley 1, I guess, or freight to Henley. Freight to Henley 1. And we do that in the normal colour for freight, which is that kind of whitish colour. Come back into here, we're going to go tracks, we're going to do 75. Have I been doing 75? I've been doing 50. We do 125 apparently according to those. Send it out. A nice sweep on this bit of curve, and then can we almost get rid of that section of track of road. Gonna have to get rid of this connection up here to the stone mine, which we're not using by road, so that's fine. Here to go. There we go. Almost 1 million in the bank. That's a nice amount. We're gonna get a switch here. There you go. Get rid of these signals because these signals need to be reworked now. Gonna go there, one there, one there, one either side of this crossing, and then we'll do one set there. And that should be good. Then to rework Biggleswade. Biggleswade's gonna be a bit more difficult to rework, purely because I've already got a system set up here. I don't want to destroy the system I already have in place. So we go station here, I think, around about here. A bit of a slope. Bit more of a slope. So I've just realised the fact that my keybinds for OBS have been set. I changed my keybinds while playing Railroads Online for the most recent episode, because it was annoying me that every time I start my recording, it would make me crouch. When I would stop my recording, I'd crouch. So I changed them to some new keys, mostly the comma and period key, or the full stop key on my keyboard. Now, for any of you who play Transport Fever, you will know that that means that every time I was trying to raise or lower anything that I was doing, anything that I was building, whenever I raised it, whenever I lowered it, I was then subsequently stopping and starting and stopping and starting the recording. So the first 7 minutes of this episode were recorded just fine, and anything after that has been a mixture of stop-start. But I wish I would have remembered, figured out whatever before going and checking on the recording to check, to be like, I wonder how long I've been recording for. Well, joke's on me. According to what I've recorded, if I go and add it up, was 7 minutes, 3 seconds. Recorded here for a second. Recorded this bit for 15 seconds, and I recorded another bit for a second. So about 8 minutes. Even though I'm pretty sure I've been playing for about an hour. So yeah, I'm gonna go through. What? Oh, okay. File's part of OBS apparently. Gonna go through. You guys will see a montage of random clips. Well, I say random clips. Just deleted the millisecond long clips, but there is a 3 second and a 15-second clip that you guys will see just after here. I think it's about this height. Oh, speaking of, deal with money. Is that the right height? That was not the right height. Yeah, it's costly. welcome back from my miserable failures at apparently recording. Well, you can never be too careful, I guess. That's why I check on my recordings. I know things happen. Whether it be my PC decides to run out of storage, or OBS freezes, crashes, whatever. It's always nice to check to make sure, and that is the exact reason why I do it. So things like that don't happen. Well, I've now changed the keys to something that I'm pretty sure I never use in either of the games. Fingers crossed. But what you guys have missed is that the last thing you guys would have seen is me building this. Well, we have now subsequently, since then, we've hooked this up. We've now got a line going from Biggleswade to Henley on Thames through to Southend. We've got this lovely engine running back and forth, mostly carrying bricks at the moment. Bit of food, some mail. We unlocked, where are they? These electric trams, which I've now been slowly implementing into our Intercity? Yeah, Intercity. Into our Intercity lines. I've just finished upgrading the passenger trains. These lovely new bigger trains from 20 to 42 capacity. We moved the tools line, so the tools are no longer going back to Biggleswade, they're now going here to Southend. And I put some more cars on, I put some more trams onto things. Ah yes, and I hooked up over here. Actually hooked up this sorting facility now. I think that's everything I did while the recording was faffing around. With the money I've got, I think I'm going to go upgrade these trains over here a little bit more. Don't know if you guys would have seen this actually, but these bricks trains have been getting upgrades. There were 5 cars, they're now 7 cars long. Keep going till they're too long for the platforms, which 52 meters, there's plenty of space left. 49 capacity now. Making even more money off of these. They are very grimy though. Well, cuts through some trees. Comes over here. Delivers the stone to the construction materials plant. 300,000 for the stone. We pick up the bricks. And now, obviously having made a station for the freight mainline, I've now rerouted any inbound freight to Biggleswade into that station. So we're no longer going to go into the heart of Biggleswade. You guys are going to see the new station, which is where I placed it. Of course, it's where I placed it. My English, my brain does not always think very well. We come up here, and instead of taking this turning to our left, which is now passengers only, we come up here through these hills, just the same way the grain train would go, off this little siding here, down through a tunnel, and into the freight hub, which is very sloped. The trains are going to be making some serious money though. These passenger trains are as long as they can get. 500,000 a passenger train. I like the sound of that. Might be possible to upgrade these things, my trains in speed actually. I don't know about the freight cars wise, unless I just transition to doing this only. I might actually, just to make it simpler, I might transition to being a bunch of the same thing. I mean, these things can do 60. I've got nothing else can do 60 though. These do 50. Those do 55, those do 45. Yeah. I might leave it a little bit. Wait till we get some better train cars. Can upgrade the passenger trains though, for 1 to 2 to go 60. The passenger cars themselves can already do 60, it's just the locos that couldn't. So maybe we upgrade the locos to something that can do 60. What do I like the sound of? I think we'll go for one of these. Which one of these blue ones? Or black or red? We're going to go red. Whatever we do, we're going to do red. You know, I think these things are just fine. $3.6 million. $1 million. to upgrade these. But when you upgrade your trains, you get more money because they go faster. Well, when they go faster, you get more money from them. You should pay more money for a faster ticket, I guess. Does make sense. That's how it works in real life. Pay more to get places faster. So with our new 60-mile-an-hour passenger trains, these are quite small for going 60, and they have no leading wheel. The only thing now is that the grain train, or the food train, will be on this line, and it only does 40. It might be worth bringing it over to here, onto the freight line, to separate it, because the train only doing 40 compared to everything, to the passenger train doing 60, will be quite annoying every time it has to slow down. Every time the passenger train has to slow down. So then I'm going to branch this. Take that back from there. That flows quite nicely actually over here. I don't want it crossing though. I either want a bridge or a tunnel. Most likely a tunnel. Yeah, a tunnel looks most likely. Well, I'll try a bridge first, because I think a bridge is cheaper. I'll try a bridge. Yeah, I'm gonna go with one of these. Can I get... No, I can't. I can't get the bridge to get down low enough for that though. But the bridge won't make it down there. It should definitely be a tunnel. Down from connecting there. Only part that'll be slightly annoying with this is that then don't have a way for grain train to bypass these stations yet. But that shouldn't be a problem. There's only one grain train, there's only one freight train. You shouldn't run into each other too often. I'm signaling all this. There we go. Signals are in. Make sure the recording is still going. Yep, recording is still going now. Lovely. Steel trams about to arrive. Some steel, which in a nice 1:2 ratio. Means we'll get 56 tools out of this. Wait for a passenger train to zip on past. I feel like things like this shouldn't happen. How much money do we get from this steel tram? Yeah, £428,000. $1,000. Well, I keep saying pounds. Start looking at upgrading this next, probably. Instead of doing 40, that's not a problem. If I was to scrap everything on the train right now, what would it cost to get back to at least there? 36. Then we want half of that, so we want 3. 1.4 mil for upgrades and better cars. Because these things, I think, yeah, they're 4 capacity each right now. This thing is how long? 85 years. So yeah. Some better capacity cars would help for starters. It's only worth it. Means all this is worth like 2 point something. Yeah, 2.4. Yeah. Ooh. I do like the way that looks, actually. For every 2 of these, I had 1 more of these. There you go. We've got 40 and 20, I think. No, it'd be 42 and 26. That's that right. Not quite sure. I'm going to quickly see how much this makes. When he gets here. Come on. When it gets here, we make 950,000 still. But that wasn't with the full load. Now I'm going to do a jump cut because I'm going to just sit here and wait for some money to roll in before our next big project. So I will see you guys in just a few minutes. Well, in about 2 seconds for you guys, but probably about half an hour for me. So see you guys in a minute. And we are back with a whopping 12 million in the bank. Now, plans for expansion? Pretty simple. We're going to add another platform here in Biggleswade. I want to connect passengers and freight to Holstead, and then continue the passenger line out here to Spalding. I'm not sure how much of this we're going to get done in this episode, but I would like to get as much as we can. So we're going to start here with a terminus. Keep it only 80 meters. We don't need any crossings because you can cross the end of the platforms. We are going to go with a station building around about here. In Oundle, I have no idea. Station can go about there. And then Biggleswade. Biggleswade, the station could go here. I actually think the Biggleswade station should go more like over here though. Because I'm not going to be combining freight and passenger lines a lot. So they will be combined here. Then when you come out the tunnel here, I'm going to split them again. I want to keep them as separate as I can. Purely for the speed difference. Freight trains will never have the same speed as passenger train. Passenger trains, especially later on, can get very high speeds. Freight trains not so much. Freight trains are always going to be sub 100 miles an hour. Passenger trains, on the other hand, I think at some point go up to about 140. We're going to build this nice lovely bridge here. Run it down this way. Then we're going to bend it around the outside of Holstead, and find our way over here to Oundle to OU. Have got to make our way around here, so I'm going to step that up. Do one of these. Run it to about there. Same thing with this. Where is that train got? It's over here. This line is over here. That brings us down to about 50, rather than not go that low. Okay, I don't think we got a choice. Guess we'll accept 50-ish. Having money in the bank has made this so much easier to make this expansion. Normally we'd be sitting here for probably a good like half hour waiting for money to roll in for us to be able to expand this much, but thanks to pre-planning and cutting out me just sitting around doing nothing, we have still got 9 million in the bank, and we're pretty much almost done with this nice lovely expansion. Can we bring this? No, we can't really bring that down. Just gonna terrain that actually. Got the money to, and it looks better than a tiny bridge. and then run tracks like this. We have our new expansion. The line itself is done. Signals. A lot of signals. Nope, that one's going the wrong way. Other way, there you go. More signals. Zoom in a bit more. There you go. Before the bridge. After the bridge. Before the level crossing. I'm anticipating this to become a level crossing. I'm just going to do it myself for a sec. Do it myself, just so I know where it's going. Back to signals. Before the bridge. After the bridge. And then pretty much just line it up with the others. So actually I'm going to put an extra set of signals just here. Yeah. That works quite nicely. We have got to go add another platform to Biggleswade. That can be done in a moment. Nope, I'm going to do it after Spalding. And then there. So this is train passenger Biggleswade to Spalding. We do that same kind of greenish colour. And then we're going to go throw a train on there. Which actually I'm just going to copy one of these. Copy this and go Biggleswade to Spalding. Then, most importantly, we want to start hooking up external connections to these stations. So for example, here in Halstead, we want to go after 5, here, after 2, here, and then the other two are going to need their own. Going to need me to build these. Actually, have to build these connections now. I haven't connected these before. So we're going to get a tram depot. Do this by the freight side of town. So there. Go catenaries. Do the bigger stops at front, and then go back to normal stops around the place. And then here. Road tram passenger angle. This is the counterclockwise loop. L capital, thank you. It will be that colour. And then this will be the clockwise loop. RTP angle clockwise loop. Again, same colour. Got electric trams. Go one each way for now. And then Spalding. Spalding will look to pretty much a whole new street too. Spalding is a little bit more spaghetti than Oundle, but Oundle also isn't that big, so I'm not surprised. We're going to cut back this way and then come back out. So we're going to go with the flow of... No, we're going to keep it around the outside for that bit. Come back in and then go back out like that. Where am I looking freight-wise? Freight's over here. So we're going to put the tram depot on that bit. Road tram passenger Spalding counterclockwise loop. I keep missing that capital L. Spalding. Fourth blue. There you go. I know what you guys are thinking. This isn't lining up with the tram tracks, but trust me, it will fix itself when you put trams on the line. For right now, it's just treating it as any other road vehicle. But when you put some trams on the line, make sure they're the right colour. Like that. It's now fixed itself. Because now it sees, oh, I'm a tram line, I'm not just any bus line. No, I just have to follow tram tracks. It sees that now. You know what, it wouldn't hurt for us to start making some progress towards connecting this up freight-wise. So I'm actually going to demolish that, because that's going to get in the way. Other than that, I'm going to put a freight terminal in there. Connect those around like that. Can I get this to link up? Yes, I can, but it's going to be too much slope. But I can get it to link there. Now I'm actually going to get rid of this whole street. Yeah, I want two tram tracks. Narrows, fine. Everything else is good. There we go. Connect. There you go. Now you're listening to me. Put one terminal. There. I'm actually going to put one in here. We're going to go clockwise here, so we're going to go counterclockwise because it's right on. Yeah, it's in this way, so I think it's actually better if we go the other way. Go counterclockwise here. So go like this, and also we can put one there. And then give that a path connection somewhere. Tram tracks. Tram tracks. Yeah, that looks good. Other than that bit. And then this bit I need to do my own. I knew that was going to happen. Bring it down like this. There you go. Now it can reach there. You connect to everything. You'll be connected more. You're connected enough. Just want to bring a single pathway. Can I get something to come like between these buildings maybe? Yes, you can. Lovely. I think I'm no on the tram tracks, thank you. I don't want to know how a tram would go down that road. But then, like that, there you go. Halstead has some pretty decent coverage here. And it's just about hooking the train in. And expanding the line. Or extending the line, I should say, not expanding it. Go to there. Hook those in. Hook that in. Signal, signal, signal. And we're going to go down to 40 for crossover. It's a pretty safe speed to crossover, I'd say. And then from Biggleswade, after Henley upon Thames, you can come back here. You actually have to come from that side now. And then after here, we come to Biggleswade. There you go. And then I just need a freight line to go around Biggleswade. Right, yep, other way. This way. Road tram freight to Halstead 1. Make that a nice white colour. We've got a train depot out here. I don't. Really? Well, yeah, you're getting one, Halstead. You are now getting a tram depot. one just there. Seems like the right place to put one. Gonna get one of those and one of these to start off with. Make them that nice white color and fit to Halstead. And your problem is that I haven't put tram tracks here. Yep, no, completely fair problem. There you go. Lovely. So now Halstead and the bricks are connected up to this bricks plant, which hopefully we'll see soon enough. We've got passenger connection going all the way out that way now. See here with this lovely train. All the way out to Spalding now. I think for our final minutes of this episode, I am going to let you guys watch this lovely ride along. All the way out to Spalding. And then I will end the episode there. Here we are, folks, pulling just back into Biggleswade now. That'll be all for today's episode of our Tracks Only series here on Transport Fever 2. Be sure to stay tuned for our next episode next week. Hope to see you all again very shortly. As for now, adios.